喺警察999 police 拉有咩幫到你？
嗨，
係
我在山上，我下不来，我人死掉了，哇！
你那边发生什么事？
啊？
你那边发生了什么事？
我在发抖，我人死了，我下不来了，山上。
你是不是受伤还是不舒服啊？
我手在抖，我动不了了。
动不了。你现在位置在哪里啊？哦，你再说你位置在哪里？
我可能在山上700米，在那个大波山上好像。
你在山上还是什么地方？
对，在路上面。
路上，你的那个路叫什么名字？
我不知道，反正这个路，你知道香港最高的山那个路，太蒙山，知道吗？
你在山上吗？
对，山上的路上面。
你在山路上面。
对，是的。
你是
可以看上来了。
你是行山人士对吗？
不知道。
Hello. We can't hear anything. If you are hearing us.
Because I suppose
and of course prolonged missions. Now this is the case that I was talking about, which is the longest case in Hong Kong. I'm not going to play his video, but it's a very sad case because he was able to call us 5 times. The total conversation was about 15 minutes. He was able to tell us that I can hear helicopter above me. So a lot of people think that when there is an accident, ultimately in Hong Kong, what you can do is call 999 and a helicopter will come in. But most of the time in poor weather conditions, I can assure you helicopter can't fly in. There is foggy conditions. So don't always rely that something happens, I'll just call 999 helicopter. And I'll show you, helicopter most of the time, if you're looking from above, it's just like a bottom. You can't see anything. So it's very difficult. So in that case, I think it was a 4th call that he made. He said, I can hear helicopter right above me. And his 5th call was even the last call was, he said, I only have 1% more battery left. and we continue to look for. So in this case, it was the longest search because we used 30,000 hours of search time. You know, over 20 days. Typhoon, black rain, and it was like this. You know, the area was like we knew that he was in this area. It's from our way. But if you are flying in from we have used drones, helicopter, and everything. 2,000 officers went into this area because based on our investigation, we knew that he was around this area. It's a very sad case because after 20 days, right, when we found him, well, he told his family that the insect was biting him, and it's a very horrible case. But when we eventually found him, he was in a very bad condition. I'm not going to describe it. But the thing that I will never forget is he was still holding a mobile phone. And with the mobile phone, it was linked to the power bank. Now, for us, you know, so these are very important lessons, you know. So a mobile phone can be your last line of help, you know, when you are in an emergency. Now for him, his case was that he looked at the YouTube and it was beautiful weather conditions, and he went up and it was very hot, and he actually sent a lot of photos to family and friends and saying I'm here and that. Although it is very a difficult track, it's very short. I'll be back very soon. So a lot of these cases, even a recent case where a person died, he basically has voice conversation with friends. He said, I never imagined it's so difficult. He went to a place called the Pando, next to Taiwan. And he just went down. It's a beautiful, I can show you, it's a very beautiful place. But he just couldn't come up. And he said, right, ultimately, he said, I'll never do that again. I know that it is my fault. I'll never commit that again. But it was already too late. He couldn't come up. So this was the condition of that case I was talking about. So what's HKSOS? It's basically you don't need any gadgets. You just download an app. You just tell us that this is a 999 response center application. You just tell the 999 that I'm engaged in outdoor activity, whether it is canoeing, paragliding, or hiking. I need protection for how many hours, and all the responsibility that it is on us. It's just like buying an insurance. So what we guarantee is even if you can't make a report, we'll be there to try to help you if there is anything within that period of time. What happens? Well, it tracks your location, but with consent. So if you don't press this blue button, then we keep you promise we'll start the journey all the way from now on. It's very useful, especially if you train at night, if you go alone, because there are animals in the trails. You can have an accident, you know, maybe nobody knows if you're hiking alone. You know, a lot of accident happens like this. The other thing about HKSOS is even when there is no mobile connection, we can still find it. And in Hong Kong is a very, very unique terrain. So we've got very highly urban areas and we've got very rural areas. In those places, a lot of times you experience that all people can't read because of the mountains terrain. It blocks all the signals. So what we have developed, it's what we call the signal radar. These are devices that if there is anything, even without mobile signal, when we fly past, when our drone is around, we will know your SOS. The mobile app basically, once you start the mobile app, it sends out SOS every now and then. For us, in case if you're in a very difficult location, you will still pick up that mobile SOS signal. And every mobile phone has its own unique SOS signal. So that makes it very unique. So this is one of the tests that we've been doing. So this is the accident on Sunset Peak. Basically, we just fly in, even when we couldn't approach the mountain. We were able to pick up that SOS signal. Once this lights up, it means that the SOS you're looking for is here. And the app basically will pass the lead along to us. So the helicopter or drone, we know exactly where that person is. This is on Macaboose Trail, a place where Section 4, there are a lot of accidents around this area. And the mobile signal in this area is really bad. So this is the case where I talk about This mountain basically block all the signal. Where that person will basically that we call this place a Bermuda. You know, once you enter into this valley, you will not get any mobile signal. He was trapped inside for 2 days, and he made the first call on the 3rd day. So it was run about this time last year when this case happened. So we were able to cut down the 20 days into just 15 minutes flying out. So basically, we are flying at altitude of 2,000, and our signal penetrates into the forest, and we find the SOS signal. So HKSOS has been a very popular app in Hong Kong. I think we are very close to 100,000 downloads. We're just a few months old app, and we are able to actually bring down the accident rates of prolonged rescues in Hong Kong by 90%. Because with precision technology, we know where people who are in needs are, so we can fly in and we can send help very quickly. Last week, I think or 2 weeks ago, there were 2 19-year-old teenagers went out into trails, not the usual trails in Lantau, because there was no very good mobile signal. They just pressed the app, and we were able to evacuate them within 1 hour. So that's really amazing if you talk about any accidents. So with precision technology, we hope that we can help more and more people. It's not just for you guys to use the app. Basically, we want the runners to be able to help us make the mountain much more safe. So basically, if you can introduce this to your family and friends, engaged in outdoor activities, etc. In Hong Kong, it's free of charge. So please promote this app while you are training for Oxford. Thank you very much.